Hey, fourth graders, this is Miss Cross here today, and I'm so excited to introduce our science unit to you guys today. Now, last week we spent a lot of time talking about scientists and who are scientists and what they do and what they look like. And we had a lot of fun looking at a lot of different pictures of different kinds of scientists and talking about all of the amazing things that scientists do. Well, this week, you are going to officially become fourth grade scientists. And today I am going to lead you through how we introduce all of our new science lessons. So the first thing you see on your screen are some big orange words. And these are the words that are going to tell us what we're going to be working towards in this science unit. So we're not going to do this today. We're going to start little pieces of work that are going to lead us to, at the end of the week or the end of this unit, we will be able to do the thing it says here. So this is kind of like our goal. So it says, develop a model to describe the roles of producers, consumers, and decomposers in a community. Now, there are several really large words in this goal that I've just showed you. Now, you might not know what some of those words mean. You might not ever have heard a word or two before. That is okay. This is just your introduction, okay? So I'm going to read that again. We are going to be working towards developing a model to describe the roles of producers, consumers, and decomposers in a community, okay? Now, I'm going to show you how we are going to start all of our science units in fourth grade. We are going to start by looking at something that is called a scientific phenomenon. And you guys are probably like, Miss Cross, that is enough really big words for one day. But I want to teach you this word phenomenon, okay? And not just any old phenomenon, a scientific phenomenon. Now those words are kind of big and maybe a little make you scared. Don't be scared, guys. A scientific phenomenon is really just a fancy name for a picture or several pictures or a video that have something to do with science, okay? That's all it is. Nothing to be worried about. So we use scientific phenomenon at the beginning of each science lesson in fourth grade. Now, a scientific phenomenon is something that's going to make us curious. You know, when we get curious, we start to wonder, we start to ask questions, we start to notice things, and that is how we start to learn. So we're going to get really curious and we're going to get really interested in what we see in these scientific phenomenon, and those are going to give us little clues about whatever we're about to learn in science. So what we're going to do is we're going to study a phenomenon. And by study, I don't mean like going to the library and research and reading books about it. We're just going to look at it. We're going to look at it and observe, and we're going to think, just like we did last week, about things that we notice and things we wonder when we look at the scientific phenomenon. That's why we practiced that last week, guys. Okay, so if you are ready, we're going to give this a try. So on the next slide, you are going to see our very first scientific phenomenon. And what I want you to do is just look at it, okay? You might have things pop into your brain right away that you want to say, oh, I know what that is, or I wonder what that is. Just hold that in for a second, and we're just going to all study it with our eyes really quietly, okay? Here we go. Okay, so I want you to look at this picture. This is your first scientific phenomenon. So remember how those words sounded scary? This is all it is, friends. It's just a picture, okay? So I'm going to let you study this quietly for a minute, and as you look at it, I forgot to mention to have your science journal handy. Hopefully you all have that ready. Go ahead and write down in your science journal something you notice or wonder, or both, something you notice and wonder. And your teacher might want to pause this video to have you share some of those things live. So think about what you notice and what you wonder. Okay, awesome job. I can tell you guys are already getting curious, already getting interested. I am now going to show you this phenomenon. We have two pictures, so you've just seen one. Now we're going to look at another one. Okay, friends, what do you notice and what do you wonder about this scientific phenomenon? So write those things down in your journal, jot them down, and your teacher can pause the video and have you share some of those things live if they would like to. Okay, friends, you just survived your first scientific phenomenon. That was not bad at all, was it? I hope you were really interested. I hope you noticed a lot of things, and you're going to have some really awesome discussions with your teachers, perhaps with classmates in Zoom rooms, to really get yourself curious and thinking about our first science topic. Now, this is what we're going to do next, and every time we start a unit, not only will we have the scientific phenomenon, but on that first day, you are going to do some work that has another big kind of scary name. Don't be scared by it. It's formative performance assessment task. And I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, that sounds like a test. I'm not ready for a test. Don't panic. Remember our motto for this year, don't panic. This is not a test. This is not a grade. You might not know the answers on this formative performance assessment task, and that's okay too, guys. You are going to do your best, and the answers you have on this task are going to help your teacher know how to best teach you this science unit. So your teacher is going to tell you where they have this task for you to do. It could be a Google document. It could be on your e-class. It's up to your teacher, but they're going to tell you what to do. You're going to do your best, and that's it for today. I think it's only like 4 questions, guys. It's really short. Do your best, and I look forward to talking to you more about science tomorrow. Have a great day, friends. Bye.